It is day 16. I believe the 27th. Okay. Get this started. No, day 16? Yeah, I said day 16. The 27th, and it's day 16. Man. Shit is... Yeah, alright. Anyway. Rent still due. Hopefully I get there. I'm sure I will. Jill bought what she wanted, and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Have a nice day. You've been chuckling since yesterday. Meow. Wiener. Yep. I really like this sprite of Jill. It's very cute. Oh. Ooh. That bar called Valhalla. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in need just like me anyway. Place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. How so? Never been there, so I couldn't know. Or I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. See, you already had a conversation with her? Did she reject your advances? Nah, I just heard from the distance. So is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? No. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. So I'm full of myself. You are. Yeah. I mean, she kind of is. That's fine. Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. So I made a comment a few days ago when those two showed up, and they're cosplaying as members of Y2K. And then I made a comment that was like, oh, maybe Y2K came out before this game. It didn't. Final release of Y2K was released in 2019. This game came out in 2017. But there was a like a demo that was at like PAX or something like that. That was from around 2014, 2015, something like that. So I imagine, I mean, it even says a postmodern RPG, so it is the same game. It's just Y2K didn't come out until 2019. And it is an interesting game. I would recommend looking it up and giving it a shot. I imagine it's all that expensive. I guess they had like an update too recently. I kind of want to go back and like give it a proper go through. I only played like a handful of hours. Anyway, Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016's Y2K, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Veiled parody. This is great. Full chart including lifetime sales. Y2K, the final remaster, 3.5 million new. Hatsune Miku Project Remaster, 1.5 million new. Sting's Face Remastered, 950. Water Pro Wrestling G, 500. And Dang It, Rune Paul. Oh, Danganronpa. 400K, 1.2 million. That's pretty great. It's the third final this year. Woman marries anime pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. Remember time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines. But even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces thanks to new technologies. The traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kinda tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Wanna marry me? Meow. Can't marry your own son. Not with that attitude, you can't. Also, I guess it depends on where Glitch City technically is. I'm also not saying that that's something that you should do. It was a joke. Anyway. First space colony plans to develop its own army. Oh, well, that's a Gundam. That's a Gundam plot. Just in a headline. Okay. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. First space colony, Shin Outer Paradise. That sounds like a Metal Gear reference. Man, this game is just reference full. The more that I'm playing it and like looking at some of this stuff, it's currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army. Following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group, we're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. I didn't mention this when it happened. I'm gonna play some Julianne and talk about this. But when Alma hacked the drink station, a rabbit popped up. And I don't think it's confirmed or at all. And she probably isn't, but like I've always, and even during my first playthrough of this, I was like, is Alma just Alice Rabbit? I mean, it is possible. Though I don't know if it's just me speculating. Oh, get fucked. Okay, so one thing I've learned since like that death that I had on the boss, and right there is there are no iframes on Julianne here. I get hit by a bullet. If I hit another one immediately, I'm dead, which is shitty. Lack of iframes in a shooter like this, but it's realistic. Fuck you. That's fine. All right, I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna try again. Degrade. My skills have degraded over the course of like 2.5 days. Gone. Not that I had skills to begin with, but like my ability to progress in the game has diminished. It's fine. Shut up and give this an honest try. Red ones and the green ones are the problems. The blue ones kind of fit into like a set pattern and they're not a problem so much. Fucking god damn it. All right, I'm mad about that. I got fucked by those red ones. See, that's what I mean. The red ones are bad. Well, I can still attempt to make it to the boss. I'll probably go for one more attempt after this, assuming I don't win. Spoilers, I won't win. Okay. I'd really like to make it to the boss with 2 hearts again. But this is my last attempt for today. See where I end up. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Made it to the boss. Oh shit. I spoke too soon. All right, I made it to the boss. Gotta be careful not to get too close. Otherwise I'll get fucked like I did last time. All I need to do is get hit once and I'm dead, so it's fine. Like right here. Here. Yep. Nope. Yay! Justice! Very excited about that. Yay! All right! Model Warrior Julianne defeated. Won't need to do that before work anymore. Oh, man. Oh. Satisfaction. All right, let's go to work. Wednesday, December 28th. Good evening. Ah, Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? Well, it's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the duck? Yeah, good idea. Okay, go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more than when dogs are. I know how hypocritical it sounds, but I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. I like the music from yesterday, so we're gonna keep it going. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. Any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. As far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that? So it flew by here. I take it you know what made that noise. Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. That gave me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast, the guy that wouldn't come back. Twice. Alright, Mars Blast. Mars Blast. 6 these. 1 of these. 4 of these. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. There we go. Here. Oh, you didn't mess up. Of course I didn't. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Sure thing, Ingram. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong. There are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right. Sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. I suggest you try a suplex next time. It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. On the rocks. Here. Stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie. And you, I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. Let's see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber, and they give you special IV solution. Causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. 5 hours you're trapped in the bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body. And nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, didn't sound right. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 6. Gut punch. Here you go. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I had a couple extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times. The perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. The rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement, or through fixing injuries. See? Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please, come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy, right? I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. Sure, a bad touch for Homo. If only. If only. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm just making big drinks all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. On rocks. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, put you in a good mood. Oh, yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, "Then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple." I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept in the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. There's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. I was leaving. One of her friends asked if I was her sister. She said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off, until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey. It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying my admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine. Aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Oh wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place? Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Anna, I'm not ready for your shit, alright? Big Brantini, let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, and seis. And then uno and dos. Age that shit. Mix that shit. Brantini done. Let's go. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Boo. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. That sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went to college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You want to see? I bet you want to see. All right, enough. Enough. Shit. Peace out. I mean, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. You must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Do a big one. A beer. Man, I am going crazy. Aren't I? 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here. Thanks. So, tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister. She got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. All right. You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. Not gonna lie, I wouldn't have been disappointed if Anna decided to lift up Alma's sweater. I'm saying this as Jill, but also as me. It's now safe to keep playing. But like, who wouldn't? I mean, you know? Less chilly today. Sticking with it. Jill, kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Ah, Norma. Whew. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Ooh, she thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Oh, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste of time, waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Oh, glad to hear it. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into the original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Bleeding Jane for Gil. No alcohol in a Bleeding Jane. Interesting. Thanks. Hey, Joe. Do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character. No? What are you? A cute girl. Right. Okay, Jill. Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. 4, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I get it correct? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I know how to make a beer without even looking at the damn thing. It's actually kind of sad. No, it's not. Everybody likes beer. Thanks.
Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment?
Maybe it'll spook me. Let's try.
There.
Whoa. Whoa, she changed all this. Can't see anything.
You sure?
Yeah.
Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Dorothy Inquisition. Ouch! It bit my tongue. I can't believe I'm using this spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey.
Ah. Hey, Dorothy.
I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream?
Sure. Fluffy dream for the Dorothy on the go. Two, three. Aged. We're gonna put in a bunch of alcohol. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, before you leave.
What? You guys throwing a New Year's party too?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so.
You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes.
Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky?
Who's Becky?
Who's what?
You said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. Need to get them through more shady means. He's gonna buy them from the internet. Go find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher on hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. Sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey, Joe, mind if I ask a silly question? Well, you've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry. What did you want to ask?
Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place.
Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such.
Oh?
Let's go a bit back first. You knew why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, the research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. I mentioned the Batsu course record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stangovich? Is it Stangovich? Let's call him Stangovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stangovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stangovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then, a story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure, even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. Fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. Keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh?
You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. Still surprises me a bit, though. The biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry. I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying something about protrusions because of a catification procedure. Keep it in mind. Wait. Huh? Yeah, the guy's name was Staganovich. Huh. I just remembered Sylvia Stangovich was around my age. And when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Alright, excellent. Continues. Total earnings $39,000. It's nice. Ranks total 2,000. Mistakes 0. Commissions 30%. Today's payment $624. Tips $300. Flawless service bonus. Fuck yeah, $500. All booze and no fireworks makes Dana a dull girl. $300. Thanks, boss. I guess. Today's total transfer $1,724.